Hello, everyone. Welcome to the next session, Serious Approach to Serious Field Processes. And thank you, DynamicsCon, for putting this great virtual event together. I'm really excited to have a chance to talk to all the attendees today. So first things first, my name is Ivan Stano. I'm a chief evangelist with Resco.net, and at today's session, I'm going to focus a lot on how to provide the best experiences for the mobile users, technicians, workers who spend a lot of time out of the offices, visiting clients, visiting sites, working with customers, etc., out in the field. So some of you might perhaps know Resco from our collaboration with Microsoft. A few years ago, Resco.net and Microsoft signed a partnership where Resco de facto became the provider of mobile technology for Microsoft Dynamics 365 field service. And that partnership, that relationship is evolving, and it's coming to a new phase. What we did a few years ago, we provided Microsoft with the OEM version of Resco, specifically for Dynamics 365 field service mobility purposes. What it actually meant in real life, we provided Microsoft with a field service mobile application. There's a specific field service mobile application customization or a template that includes all the cool functionality that Microsoft is building within Dynamics Field Service. And then there's a field service mobile configurator. Think of that as a tool that allows companies to further tweak, configure, and change and modify the application based on their needs. What that actually means in our terminology, Resco's terminology, the field service mobile application, it's pretty much the same as the Resco mobile CRM app, our flagship application available on all the app stores. The customization or the template, it's just one of the many different application projects that our customers use. On average, a typical Resco customer has 2 to 3 different application projects, depending on the user role, the use case, and the purpose of the app. And the mobile configurator, in our words, that's Resco Woodford, the tool that gives you the power over the solution. There were some changes in May 2020. So just a few months ago, Microsoft introduced the Microsoft's first-party application for Dynamics 365 field service. And this is changing the game a little bit. What it really means for now and for the foreseeable future, there are 2 options, 2 applications for Microsoft Dynamics 365 field service customers. One based on Resco, and then there's a new application based on the Power Platform. This is a quote directly from Microsoft, where Microsoft recommends to continue using the existing field service mobile app for current and new developments. That's the Resco-based one. So good news is the Resco-based application is not going anywhere, and it's there available for the field service customers who look for more value. What I did, I tried to look a little bit at the solution value, what you're getting, what you can get if you're an existing field service customer, or if you plan to implement Microsoft Dynamics 365 field service. So right now you have 2 options. You can use the Resco-based application that comes with a lot of functionality, great offline capabilities, but all limited within the field service use case. So all the configuration, all the functionality has to stay within the limitations of field service. On the other hand, we have the new field service mobile application built on Power Platform, which still has some limitations, and Microsoft has planned to bring these 2 on par in the future iterations and future releases. If you think that this is not great and your options or choices are a little bit limited, I tend to agree. And that's where we come as Resco with a brand new offering that we call Field Service 2.0. What that brings is the power that Microsoft is using within the Dynamics Field Service mobile app but because we're not limited by the field service boundaries, we were able to add a lot of more value and a lot of more benefits into that package. And that's why we call it Field Service 2.0. So let's have a little deeper look at what Field Service 2.0 really is. First of all, it's a complete solution. So it's not just a simple application. It's not just few additional features on top of the Field Service Mobile. It's a complete solution which is built on three main principles. The first one is technology. So let's look into that first. When I talk to customers and partners, many of them describe Resco as a Lego set. There's a lot of built-in functionality, different modules, designers, functional blocks that you can use to create your final version of the application. So the main question is how we use all that technology, all those features, and create something meaningful. What I mean is we have a certain platform which is created by Resco native applications. It's accompanied with the configuration tool, Resco Woodford. And then there's a lot of modules that we're building into this platform. There's a module for auditing, mobile auditing. There's a module for security. There are new developments in terms of making the platform more and more robust. And one of the key one is the impeccable and bulletproof offline capabilities. So all of that creates the platform of Resco solution. On top of that, we're adding extra value, extra benefits through new line of products that are fully and seamlessly integrated into the platform. The first one is Resco Inspections, so a tool that allows for creating different types of questionnaires, dynamic forms for very quick data collection, and actually for creating even the most complex workflows in a digital world. The second one is Resco Routes, a solution that is very handy for all the users who spend a lot of time on the go. So if you, as a user, have to visit a number of different customers or stop by different clients every given day, we believe that you might benefit from having a navigation and route optimization solution right in your pocket. But the routes solution is also much more than that. It's also a great tool for back office purposes and users to be actually able to track where the users are, how much time they spend traveling, etc. And the third addition is innovations. This is our main focus to make sure that our platform and our technology stays relevant and really brings all the cool functionality and all the cool support for new devices that we see world and people and companies are moving to. So if we're talking about wearable technologies such as smartwatches, HoloLens, Oculus, Rift, maybe AI functionality to scan a picture and find out what actually is on the picture, or voice commands and navigation, all of that is part of our innovations initiative, which is also part of Field Service 2.0. So this, in a nutshell, is really Field Service 2.0. It's a complete solution that brings a lot of functionality and a lot of value for the users, for the back office team, and gives you kind of the proof that it's going to work in the future as well. The second imperative is the concepts. The concepts that we believe are the key to make sure that this solution is successful and make sure that you as a company, you as a field service practice can be successful out in the field. The first one is device of choice. We're a company that has started more than 20 years ago with mobility, developing mobile applications for devices that are not here anymore. And we believe that having a choice when it comes to a device is a must. So whether you use a combination of different devices such as iOS, Android, Windows, maybe Amazon Kindle Fire devices, some of the new smartwatches, headsets, smart glasses, Google Glass, Epson Glass, etc. The choice is yours, and we at Resco make sure that we support them. The second concept is something we call continuous experience. We believe this is a key to grab all the knowledge, all the experience that your skilled and experienced workers have, and to actually capture it through digital tools and mobile solutions. What we're doing here is we're actually marrying context with use case. And this is just an example of how a typical day in the life of a field service technician could look like. In the very beginning of the day, in the morning, the technicians plays a little bit with the schedule and planning, checks what's on the agenda, typically done on a phone, perhaps a laptop, or with a larger screen. When ready to go, the technician hits the road and uses the navigation, which is seamlessly built into the application, and uses the phone for that. In special cases, we also support Google or Android Auto and Apple Car, so that you can integrate those two together. When I arrive at the site, I first have to make sure that I work and operate in safe environment. So I have to go through the hazards, which I can scan using my watch and answer all the important questions right there using the watch on my wrist. Then I do my regular work, I fix something, I collect data, I perform an inspection, finalize it with a mobile report, perhaps capture a signature from the customers, and I can do all of that on a combination of different devices, whatever I prefer, whether that's phone, tablet, smartwatch, etc. And then if there's a need to make a very complex repair where I need a step-by-step help and guidance from my back office team, I can use smart glasses, perhaps HoloLens, and we also have cool new functionality called Resco Houston, where I can connect with my back office teams in real time, and they can provide me on-screen guidance with support of drawing on top of the screen. And the last concept is the mission control in a form of location monitor. So really the idea is to get a good idea where my people are, how much time they're spending traveling, how much time they spend driving. I can see them in real time. So if there's an emergency, I can see who's the closest to that location and send my people right there. I can also see how quickly they're going through their appointments, schedules, and all their visits that are part of their agenda. So an added layer of valuable information and data that you can grab from or through Field Service 2.0. The last pillar is the commitment. And we don't take this lightly. As I mentioned, we've been around for 20 years. These are some of the devices that our company was working with when we started, and we haven't stopped. This is our commitment that whatever the future looks like, whatever the new devices, new technology will look like, we will support them with Resco technology. And the last one is just the one asterisk, which means no asterisks. We believe that you as a company and you as users, you shouldn't care whether you could use one device but not the other, whether you should think about what data will be available when there's no connectivity and other limitations as well. You should be able to focus on your job, and the technology should support you on that journey. So with that, let me turn it into the demo, and I prepared two different demonstrations, one on a smartphone and one on a smartwatch. So let's hope it actually works. So first, I'll bring the smartphone here on the scene, and what you see is a fully rebranded, improved UI of the Resco Field Service 2.0 application. It comes with a lot of pre-configured functionality, and it's also seamlessly integrated with Microsoft Dynamics 365 Field Service. So on a typical day, I actually spend a lot of time visiting different customers, visiting different clients, and I'm going to be an elevator technician today. So when I start my day, I usually go to the dashboard, Part of the dashboard is a calendar. And as you can see for today in the agenda view, I have scheduled 3 different visits, Litware, Northwind, and Litware Assembly. I can change it quickly to a day view where I can see how much time I'm going to spend at each location, week view to see how my whole week looks like, or even month view if I want to see how busy I am. So that looks good. I think I can do these 3 visits in a given day. So I'm actually ready to hit the road. What I'll do, I click on the My Route. By doing that, I'm opening the routes functionality as available for the mobile user on a mobile phone. And here you can see I have a lot of little colorful pins on the map. Each little pin actually represents, in this case, a work order. And some of them are shown in blue color and numbered 1, 2, 3. They are actually linked with my calendar. So all those work orders that I showed you on the calendar on a previous screen are now actually ordered in my route functionality here. And that blue line shows how I can get there from my current location, go to the first place, then the second, the third, and then back home. If I want to see the details, all I have to do is tap at the bottom of the screen. It will roll out the tour plan. I can see my start location, which is currently set up to be the current location, which I can change to my office address or maybe my home address, wherever I start my day from. Then I have the first work order, the second, the third, and the end location. If I want to change that, it's very easy. I can grab the second one and maybe move it to the first position. It will change a little bit. The application tells me by that little red sign at the edge of the screen that I wouldn't be able to make it in time because the traveling time is a little bit longer. So I tap on that little red sign and all the start times are adjusted accordingly. What I can also do, I can use the optimization. At the very bottom of the screen, if I hit optimize route, we will reorder all the stops, and the application tells me that by reordering them, we can save up to 10 minutes. Let's see, and you can see the 1, 2, and 3 points have been renumbered. So this looks good. I'm actually able to get in my car, and what I'll do to use this as a navigation, I hit the little arrow button in the right upper corner and bring this whole tour plan to Google Maps application. As I'm in my home right now, I think the GPS signal is not very strong, so it thinks I'm starting my day from the center of Boston, but you can see those 3 points actually named ABC, and I can use this as a navigation right here. Perfect. So let's say I arrived at the first spot. I save and close these changes, and I'll go back to my dashboard. What I'll do, I open the booking. At the very top of the screen, this is a brand new functionality called Stages. So I can slide it left and right to change my status when I'm ready to do so. As you can see, there's a lot of supportive information and a lot of details that are part of the work order. If I want to see more information about the booking, I can just tap on it to expand it. I can see the work order information, the status, the resource, etc. So everything's available at my fingertip. But what I'll do here at this location, I'll perform a regular inspection of an elevator. So I'll open up inspections. You can see there are already 2 inspections that have been done before. And what I'll actually do first, I hit the plus button, and you can see I have 3 different inspection templates prepared here. First, I have to make sure that I operate in safe environment. So I'll use the first has-scan checklist. But to show you how we can do this on a smartwatch, I'll change to my iPad. And what I'll actually do, I'll walk you through the whole process using the iPad. Okay, so you should be able to see the smartwatch right here. And what I'm going to do, I'll start the smartwatch, open the Resco Mobile CRM application there, and walk you through the has-scan questionnaire. So let's do it together. I need to unlock it. I'll go to the main menu. I'll choose Resco Mobile CRM application right here. Open it up. It tells me to connect the handheld device, so open the questionnaire there. So I'll do that on my phone. This way I can put my phone back to my pocket and I can continue with the HES scan questionnaire on my device. Mobile CRM. First, the date. That looks okay. Have I encountered any hazards? Let's say yes. Was there a risk of slip or fall? Let's say there was low risk. Any strain or overexertion? Medium. Moving objects? Low. Contact with harmful energy sources? Absolutely not. Harmful objects? Absolutely not. Have I completed it? Yes. So just like that, I finished the whole HES scan with my smartwatch, so I could have both my hands free and focus actually on making sure I am in the safe environment. Just the confirmation, when I bring back the phone, you'll see all the answers captured on the smartphone, just like I provided all the answers through the watch. So all I have to do now is hit the save button in the right upper corner. And I can actually now focus on the regular inspection. So I'll open the regular inspection template. This is how it looks like, number of areas that I have to focus on, but let's start at the top of the screen. So first I have to identify the elevator that I'm working on. I can do it by providing a serial number, or I can just scan a barcode. So I'll do that, tap on the little barcode there, fire up the camera, and that barcode is scanned. I assign the customer asset right here. Based on that, we populate the additional fields. General state is working with issues. So let's see what those issues are. I'm going to focus on different areas of the elevator. First, I'll check the interior, the lights, the control panel, the LCD display, perhaps damaged, cabin walls, speaker and microphone. Then I'll focus on the exterior. I'll check the brakes, the left brake, maybe the right brake is damaged, and I'll actually have to change the spare part. If I don't know what the spare part is, what's the name, what kind of spare part it is, we can use the built-in AI image recognition capabilities. All I have to do is capture the picture of that spare part by tapping on the little camera button right there in the center of the screen. I choose capture picture, and I'll take a picture of this spare part right here, hit use photo, and our application has actually identified that this is a brake pad that you can see right here. It's part of my inventory, and it's the type 24WM. I can move on, check the wire ropes, securing bracket. If there's particular issue that requires a lot of attention, I can take a picture of it and identify all those issues. So I'll do that. I hit capture picture. I have a picture of the elevator shaft right here. I hit use photo. And now I can actually identify exact locations of those issues by tapping on the little plus button and dragging these little pins over the picture. So right here is a control panel. So I put the little tag there. I tap on it once more and I'll say this is regarding control panel and it's a critical priority. It doesn't seem to be working. And I'll add one more tag. I'm just using my finger, place it here over the ropes, and I'll define that this is regarding wire ropes and it's a high priority. So that when my colleague comes there next time, they'll be able to open up this picture and identify those issues that I was able to mark. This is just loading, and as you can see, it's right here. I can now move on to the engine room, check the engine, central unit, electric wiring. I'll check every floor to make sure that the doors, buttons, displays are working fine. And as the last step, I'll just sign the form to approve and attest that I've been there. That signature is now part of the whole questionnaire. So everything looks good. What I can do now, I can tap the 3 little dots in the right upper corner, and I can complete this, this inspection, or I can choose a more fancy option to complete it with a report. I'll do that. And I have multiple options here, what kind of report I want to build. We of course support PDF that you can see at the top of the screen as a format. And it's just being loaded. Oops. Okay, here we go. This is the PDF version with all the pictures, and you'll see the signature at the bottom as well. If I prefer, let's say, Microsoft Excel as a format, we can do so as well. So I changed the format to Excel, and instead of PDF, I can have the whole questionnaire with all the answers, all the questions available in Microsoft Excel format. And there we go. If I zoom it in, you can see everything is right in the Excel spreadsheet. What's even cooler, if I tap the little 3 dots again, there's a lot of actions I can take. I can copy it, print it, email it, or just simply save it. So just like that, I was able to do the job. I save and close this, mark this work order as complete, complete it. Perfect, all done. I hit the save button, and what I can do, I can get in my car and move to the next location. So that was it. That was the demo that showed you how we can use one application, one tool to accompany me on my day. I can use many different devices at the same time. They're all connected together and work seamlessly. I can use it when I drive. I can use it when I'm checking for hazards on my smartwatch, or I can use it to capture a signature or go through a complex list of tasks and then finish it off with building a report right on my mobile device. So that sums up this session. Thanks a lot for attending this session on how to provide your field service technicians with the most advanced mobile solution. If you have questions, feel free to reach out to me. If you have ideas or any feedback, here's my email address. I'll be more than happy to get in touch and answer any additional questions. Thanks again. Thank you, the organizers. This is a great event, great value, great sessions, and thank you to all of the speakers as well.